Hello, everyone. Welcome to Give Me a Holy Air Wrestling podcast. My name's Dan, and I will be covering my first ever Ring of Honor show. So it's a card I've been looking at, and I wasn't really too sure about doing this, mainly because I wasn't sure how many of the performers I'd know. I've had a look at the card, and looking at it, I know the good majority of it, so I thought, why not? I'll give it a go for everyone. That, and I kind of got bullied into it. So thank you very much for joining me. We will be putting the stream on about 10 minutes. I'm going to get it ready. So how is everyone doing today? In the UK, we've had a bit of a heat wave over the past week. So that was the main reason I didn't do Monday Night Raw, because it was stupidly hot. It's a bit cooler now, so we are a bit happier about it. So who have we got in? Let's have a look. We have got Michael. How are we doing, Michael? Thankful for me doing Ring of Honor. Not a problem. If you go onto Google and you want to watch wrestling, there might be somewhere on there that you'll be able to find it. Who else have we got? We've got Sandra in. Now we're doing Sandra. And we've got both of the Mox buddies in. How have your weeks been? You been busy with anything good? For me, I've been at work all week trying to stay at least reasonably cool, but it has been relatively hard because in the UK we're not built for warm weather. We normally sort of have a warmish weather, but we can cope with that. But then after that, it's usually cold weather, and with the cold weather, we're usually good with that because we've got heating in the houses. But yeah, as soon as it gets past 18, 20 degrees in the UK for me, I can't stand it. We've had almost, well, at one point we had 40-degree weather, which no, I was not happy with it, not at all. So at the minute we've got 5 people in. Thank you very much for joining myself. I will be taking you through the Death Before Dishonor pay-per-view from Ring of Honor. I don't know how long it'll be, so I'm going to say it's going to be about a 3-hour long show. But then it'll be probably sort of covering the show from about 1 o'clock in the morning UK time. And another reason I wasn't debating doing it is I've been at work all day today. I finished at 6 p.m. UK time. It's now almost 1 o'clock in the morning on Sunday morning, and I'm back at work again at 9:30, 10 o'clock. So I've come in, I've had a little nap, something to eat. Okay, I'm still yawning. Something to eat. But yeah, I'm back up so I can be chilling out with you guys. So Michael hung out with his cousin today. Most of the week's been chill. That's cool. Look at you. Been good. But melting in the sea, yes, definitely. That is what I have been doing all week, Sandra. Cool seeing Prince Nana back. Simon Pre-Show. I'll let you know. Half the performers I really wasn't sure on, so I'm going to sort of go through. I mean, I'm going to go through all the matches, whichever's on live, but I'm going to probably make up names for people. Let's get the banner on. There we go. Although I need to change it in a bit. But yeah, it's been a quiet week for me, really. Let me get the match card up, because I know I've got it on here. Let's see where it's gone. So we've got Ring of Honor World Championship. Jonathan Gresham versus Claudio Castagnoli, the formerly known as Cesaro in WWE. We've got the Ring of Honor World TV Championship, Samoa Joe versus Jay Lethal. We've got Ring of Honor Pure Championship, Yuta versus Daniel Garcia, which out of every match tonight, that's the second favourite one I'm looking for. Mercedes Martinez versus Serena Deeb for the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship. The Righteous versus Dalton Castle and the Boys for the Ring of Honor World Six-Man Tag Team titles. We've got Rush versus Dragon Leaf as Battle of the Brothers. And the one I'm looking forward to, probably by a long way, and probably by you can tell from the thumbnail that I created for the show, FTR versus the Briscoes for 2 out of 3 falls, Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles. I think if that doesn't main event the show, I think they might make a mistake, because I think them two could just put on an absolute banger of a match. And that one, let's get it loaded up. That one, that's not that one. Pre-show's been good. That's good to hear. Like I said, I haven't been watching any of it. How do I feel about Vince retiring? I think I don't want to sort of put a downer on it, but I do think that it's about time, and I think he's been pushed by the board, because obviously what's happening with the alleged allegations against him, and I think that the allegations are what has driven him to make this decision. I do think that if the allegations hadn't have come out, he probably wouldn't be doing it. But I do think it's time he did give up the reins and did sort of enjoy retirement rather than stressing about everything. You've got Stephanie and you've got Nick Khan taking over. Nick Khan? Yeah, Nick Khan. Tony Khan's the AEW, yeah. Nick Khan's taken over. And I think with them two at the helm, it might reinvigorate the product a little bit. I do think that he will be missed in some ways, because his name did have a lot of drawing power. I'm pretty sure most people have heard of what happened with Brock Lesnar. So yeah, I do think it was about time, but I also do think that it's something that has been forced upon him in a way. So Michael's happy about it, but thankful for the things he gave us in the past. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Sandra feels the same. Willow Nightingale is an amazing wrestler gimmick, reminds me of old school Bailey. I'm not sure which one out of the two that is. I've got the pre-show on at the minute, but I've got no audio, so I don't know which is which. From what I've sort of seen, the wrestling itself has been relatively good. We've just got the pinfall on that match. But yeah, we've got 6 people in. Thank you very much for joining me. If you haven't already, I'll go through the spiel. Like and subscribe to support the channel. If you haven't already, I know most of you probably will have done. And if you can, share it out to friends, family. It just helps the little channel grow. And we've got a stranger from Facebook in. How are we doing, Smiley Barnes? How's your week been? Have you been anything up to good? Anything good this week, I mean? Yeah, that powerbomb to sort of get the pinfall was really nice. Really nicely done, really powerful. Looked like it did have a good impact on there. Yeah. Just sort of, they're just going through the match card, which looks, like I said, a really good show. If I go back to the card, out of the full line up on the matches, the two that I haven't really heard of is the two matches that I haven't really heard anything about is the Righteous, Dalton Castle and the Boys, and then Rush versus Dragon Lee. Them two matches are the ones that I'm worried about, mainly because I don't want to be sat here calling the action and not being able to give a very accurate description of what's going on. I'd love to be able to, but it's just something that I don't really watch so often. Sandra says, "Hi, Smiley. Good to hear. Watching on different platforms, but I'll read the comments out to each other for you." Michael hopes to show into Gresham and his faction beat up Claudio. Final countdown hits. Brian Danielson comes up. That sounds like a good call. I don't know what's happening with any storylines on the show, but that idea does sound like it could be a really good way to maybe extend the feud. Rush is a good wrestler. I might like him. If you had to compare him with anyone from WWE, AEW, who would you say is the closest comparison for me? Just to give me a little bit of an idea. Where's my earphones? Oh, yeah, let's get the earphones ready. Oh, sorry about the yawning, guys, at the minute. Where is that? So let's just have a look. Jonathan Gresham's just John Silver doing blackface. That's interesting. I mean, it might not be doing blackface. It might just be the black person has the same sort of character. We've got Sarah in. How are we doing? How's your week been? How have you been coping with the heat? I know, and you'll probably know because you do know me, I can't stand the heat. So anything above 18 degrees, no, I'm out. I am completely out. I've got ceiling fan, I've got a desk fan, I've got cooling mats, and none of it is doing anything for me. Sandra says, "Hi, Hugh and Sarah." Oh, no. Yeah, I can't stand it. Can't stand it in the slightest. Not sure what to compare him to. Try and think. Yeah, like I said, I mean, even if it's just like a wrestling style as one person, and then maybe a sort of mic skills of another person. So it might be like he's really good on the mic, like Seth Rollins style, but he performs like Brock Lesnar. Whatever you like. Just gives me a little bit of maybe some information on there. Bruno Sammartino. So a proper old school performer then. Let's get the other one in. So, oh, come on. Why is it as soon as I press play, it stops working? Michael agrees. So, yeah, Bruno Sammartino. So, a very sort of hulking physical style guy. Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, it's something that we don't really see that often anymore, that sort of big sort of guy. So, yeah, we are getting the introduction about to start. And we've got 11 people in right at the start of the show. That's a good amount. Hopefully you'll stick with us between now and the end of the pay-per-view. My name's Dan, if you haven't met me already. I normally cover Monday Night Raw, but I didn't cover Monday Night Raw this week because in the UK it's been like an absolute fairness. So I thought I'd decide to punish myself, watch some good wrestling in a way, and watch some Ring of Honor. It's my first Ring of Honor show, so my sort of knowledge levels on storylines and performers isn't the best. But I will try my best to keep everyone entertained on there. Whoa. They're starting with the world title match. They are starting with Jonathan Gresham and Claudio Castagnoli. Yeah, there he is, Claudio. And William Regal's joining him. I mean, they're obviously finishing with the FTR and Briscoes match. That's what we want. But I thought they would have put this on mid-show to sort of give the mid-show a bit of a peak. But yeah, that sounds like a great opener. Start the fans off happy. So yeah, Claudio Castagnoli to start off. Great way to start my Ring of Honor sort of stuff. So Sandra says he even has the body type of Bruno Sammartino, which is a good way to sort of compare him across. So I'm on TV and you're typing on the iPad. Can't blame you on that one. When I started sort of watching Dominant, when I first started sort of joining, I did the same thing myself. Why is it loading again? Why is it every time I want to do a stream for everyone, I get buffering? But yeah, I've got Jonathan Gresham coming down to the ring. Come on, play. Sorry about technical issues. Let's see if I can get it on here. Oh, we're getting William Regal on commentary as well. That one. Yeah, you'll go to the bathroom, Michael. Don't worry about it. So I'm going to try and get it up on here. So we're going to Claudio chant at the minute. Oh, sorry, guys. My stream has been a nightmare again. So Claudio's got a bit of an arm lock. Gresham kicks out of that. So we're going a back and forth chant. Yeah, very, very 50-50. Well, let's see if I can cast this to my TV, because it seems to be working. We'll get this. The Claudio's swing. See if this works a bit better for us. That seems to be working. Leave that one there. And that swing is still going. I just toss it in the side. That must have been a good 12, 15 swings. Goes for a pinfall. 1, 2, and a bridge out from Jonathan Gresham. So I think I'm going to go with Jonathan Gresham. Complete guess. I'm not 100% sure on either. Yeah, so I think Jonathan Gresham. What does the chat think? I'm going to have a try to see if I can see how to do a Twitter poll on the channel on YouTube. So that one. Let's have a look, see if I can do that one. No, I'll skip that one. I don't know if I can do one. I'm just going to be a second. I'm going to see if I can do the Twitter poll. That one. No, I can't seem to do one on here. So I do apologise. But you've got me back instead. So Jonathan Gresham's just working the ankle a bit, working the knee. Got an ankle, sort of a bit of an ankle lock on there. Like a bit of the start of a figure four. Got Claudio just trying to sort of work it into Jonathan Gresham a little bit to try and get sort of some leverage. And my phone is buffering. So everyone at the minute thinks Gresham. We've got Gresham. We've got another Gresham. So Gresham looks like he was going for a sort of figure four or another ankle lock again. Claudio kicks him off, goes through the ropes onto the ring apron, goes for a shoulder tackle, and Claudio catches him with a kick. Claudio with a very slow gut wrench, trying to get him up, trying even more, just trying to get him over. Doesn't seem to work, and I think his foot slipped off the rope, but still manages to get him over. One, two, and a kick out from Jonathan Gresham. Claudio going for a big European uppercut. Gresham moves out the way, manages to sort of kick the leg, and then off the ropes, and like a drop kick to the back of the knee, like a sort of chop block type maneuver. Gresham's impressing me. Doesn't look the tallest of guys, but is very physical and is well built. Gresham went for an ankle lock. Claudio kicks him off. Gresham in the corner. Big boot. And then went for like a crossbody. Claudio catches him. And then a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker or tilt-a-whirl slam. Goes for a pinfall, gets a 2 count. Claudio picking Gresham up. Irish whip into the corner, and then a big European uppercut. 1, 2, and a kick out, but Gresham looks like he's struggling. Claudio steps through. He's looking for a sharpshooter. Looking for a sharpshooter. Gresham's trying to attack the knee damaged earlier from Claudio. Change of plan. Elbow and goes for a pinfall. Gets a 2 count. Hello, Hassan. How are you doing? We got Hassan in the chat. Thank you very much for joining me. Sandra says hi, Hassan. Gresham with the knee wrench. Oh, trying to pick up Claudio. And Gresham's back's playing up. Again, looks like he's going for the German suplex, which, I mean, Gresham's not a big guy, and trying to do it on someone the size of Claudio is going to be a hard task. Oh, drop kick, missile drop kick off the second rope into Claudio from Jonathan. 1, 2 count, and then go straight back to that knee. Ankle lock. Gresham with an ankle lock. Manages to get to the ropes. Break on the submission attempt. So Gresham's talking some trash to him and then goes for a chop. Just looks like it's disgruntled Claudio. And a second chop. And Claudio's just looking frustrated and annoyed. Third chop, and then Claudio follows it straight up with the European uppercut, dropping Gresham. Another chop. One of the European uppercuts to counter it. And then Gresham changed it up, goes a chop to the knees. And again. Goes for another one. Claudio catches it. Goes for a European uppercut. Gresham catches it. Good back and forth. Claudio's got Gresham up in a torture rack position. But his knee gives out. And then we've got Gresham, springboard moonsault. And then rolls through and grabs the ankle again. Nice transition. Very nice transition. Oh, brilliant. Delayed German suplex into the pin with the bridge. 1, 2, and a kick out. Chop, and then another pinfall. 1, 2, and not even a close 3 count. Another chop, another 1, 2, and a kick out again. Gresham's trying to keep Claudio expending some energy. Big elevated European uppercut. Thinking neutralizer. Gresham rolls through. Gets a sunset flip. 1, 2. Claudio with a discus clothesline. Discus lariat, maybe. More of a lariat, I think. Crowd are applauding. Really nice to see. Great performance. Claudio steps over, grabs the arm, and then elbow right across the face of Gresham. Crowd have got a "This is awesome" chant running. Claudio with beautiful 1, 2, 3. New champion. Claudio wins the match to start with. It was a great match. For my first Ring of Honor match that I've covered myself, I'm really impressed. That was a brilliant straight jacket power bomb to end the match. And I'm going to be back. Well, I'll say it back in a second. I'm just going to lean down there, grabbing the refunds because the cabled I shouldn't get the breakup. Wait me a second. But yeah, as a first appearance with me and Ring of Honor on the same show, really, really enjoyed it. Crowd really behind him. Looks over at Regal. Regal just grins and smiles back at him. Yeah, they seem to be sort of bugging out a bit, so let me swap to these ones. Yeah. Oh, shake of hand. Great sign of respect from both people. But that size difference is a big, big difference. He's doing lap of honor in the ring. Crowd really, really enjoying it. Yeah, fantastic, fantastic finisher. Completely different to anything I've seen him do when he was back in WWE. Even Regal gets a high five. Really nice. But yeah, fantastic, fantastic start to the show. Crowd with a Claudio chant going. Caprice Coleman's jacket's looking swank. I like that. Looks like something Corey Graves would wear for me. But I'm not doing a proper comparison. Both completely different people, but really, really nice jacket. So Wheeler versus Daniel Garcia. I think that will be a banger. So what are we getting now? Yeah, finally a world champ. Finally a world champ for Claudio. So Garcia is saying that is he above the world the pure title? Garcia is saying he's not bothered about the title. He wants to take it just because he doesn't want Wheeler Yuta to have it. He's going to take it back to Jericho Appreciation Society. And then we've got Mercedes Martinez versus Serena Deeb for the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship. Serena Deeb, I think, is on the run of her career. Absolutely phenomenal lately. Samoa Joe versus Jay Lethal, Ring of Honor World TV Championship. They've just said 17 years in the making. Battle of Brothers, Rush versus Dragon Lee. And then, yeah, main event is confirmed. FTR versus the Briscoes. 2 out of 3 falls, Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles. And then I think we're getting the Righteous versus Dalton Castle and the Boys. 6-man tag titles coming up next. Oh, got lights out. Oh, are we going? Oh, the entrance music's catchy. So it's the Boys, I think. Dalton Castle and the Boys, yeah. I don't know why, but it reminds me a bit of Johnny Depp in terms of look and the way he sort of carries himself. So it looks quite cool. So we've got Dalton Castle in the ring. Yeah, I agree, Sandra. Really fabulous entrance. That was cool. I did enjoy that. Did you enjoy that one, Sandra? I like this entrance music as well. So again, the Righteous come to the ring now. Them look like really nice titles as well. Is that the reminds me of Johnny Depp comment that I said earlier? I think so, it will be. Yeah, the entrance music is good as well on both Dalton Castle and the Boys have both had a great entrance music, and so is the Righteous. Yeah, they're quite nice titles as well. They do look really good. So the Boys now have names. So this is the sort of match where I don't really know anyone, so you'll have to bear with me. So we're going Dalton start the match, and the leader of the Righteous, I think. In the corner, and then reverses it. Big forehand from Dalton. And then tries to chase it up, but eats a big knee. Goes for tilt well. Side Russian leg sweep. Dalton rolls to the outside, creates a bit of separation. Regroup. And the boys look like they're fanning him a little bit. So they're putting the Marine in. So he's tagged in now. So Dalton's finally back on the apron, coming back into the ring. Bateman in. T-bone exploded suplex from Dalton. Very nicely done. Very, very nice suplex from Dalton. Tags out to one of the boys. Brandon tags in from the boys. And then he tags second partner in. Goes for a pinfall. 1, 2. And kick out. And then another tag to the other boy. And the boys didn't realise I was able to hand tag. So they're just at a clothesline. What a chop. So Michael thinks the Bucks attacks FTR and the Briscoes. That could happen. And then Garcia will win the title for Jericho Appreciation Society, I think you mean, which I could see happening. So we've still got one of the boys in the ring. I can't remember who that one is. Vincent, that's the one. Big elbow. Oh, what a sad slam from Vincent. That was very nicely done. Nice uppercut. Irish whip into the corner of his opponents. And sweeps the legs off the ropes. And a knee right to the sort of temple area. I don't know why, but Vincent reminds me of Rob Zombie. He's got the hair and the dreads. And he's got that sort of look. Really cool looking. Just a cool dude, I think. Headbutts. And then like a drop. Like senton, not like a senton type thing, but just falling backwards. Like sort of Darby Allin's coffin drop, but without the elevation. Big right hand. Bateman with a back elbow. And then like a neck breaker. Goes for a pin. 1, 2. And a kick out from the boy. Going for a slam. Next attack. Dalton Castle's in. Takes out Dutch and Vincent. Right hand. Bateman goes. Takes a big knee. Basement DDT from Dalton. And comes Vincent. Eats a suplex, and then another one from Dalton to Bateman. And then one of the boys' shoulder tackle to Dutch on the apron, chops him out. So we're going to see some boy tossing. So Dalton throws one of the boys over the top, takes out one of the opponents, and then we've seen it all over. So they're just constantly being thrown over the top rope into opponents. So that's 6 boys that have been thrown. That's number 7. That's number 8. Crowd seems to be enjoying it. I mean, it's something different. It's not something I've seen in WWE before or AEW. And we're going at Dalton, Castle, and the boys. Yeah. As soon as I saw him, that's exactly what I thought. I thought, is that Rob Zombie's brother? Yeah. He definitely does. Sandra agrees. So we're getting springboard moonsault from the Valley of the Righteous. Oh. So one of the Righteous just did dived over the top rope in a suicider. And then takes out both of the boys. So Bateman takes a slam, and then Dutch with a powerbomb, and Vincent with a swanton. Death from above. 1, 2. And oh, great interference. Dives in right at the last second. Dalton with the right hand to Vincent, and then Dutch has the top rope sort of pulled out the way, so he falls over. Spinning back elbow. There's so much going on. Orange sunshine from Vincent. Heads to the takedown from Dalton on Vincent. Some great sort of sounds coming from one of the boys. Bossman slam. Castle with a big German. Bateman looked like he was going for a neck breaker. Castle with the bangarang. Is that the finish? 1, 2, 3. New champions again. Although Dalton Castle does sound very over there. So Dalton Castle and the boys, new Ring of Honor World 6-man Tag Team Champions. So 2 matches, 2 new champions. Is that a sign of things to come? that was, again, another very enjoyable match. So we're getting Sanjay Duck with Jay Lethal. So it's basically saying it's Samoa Joe's funeral, which is why they are now wearing head to toe in white. Jay Lethal saying he's going to leave as the Ring of Honor World Champion, Ring of Honor World TV Champion. No, I haven't heard anything about a CV deal yet. If they did, I reckon it'll be retweeted by one of us for you on our Twitter channel. Yeah, not yet. So I didn't realise the pure rules was as complicated as there was. So it's basically 3 rope breaks. But yeah, if they get sort of a TV deal, I reckon there'll be a good few people that would really benefit from that. So we're getting Daniel Garcia coming out. None of the rest of JS are there. Looking at the Ring of Honor ring apron and just looking at it with a bit of disdain, I think. He's flipping the bird off at it. Going Blackpool Combat Club, Wheeler's Yuta. And Regal again. Are we getting him on commentary? I hope so. I love Regal. That sounds like a great idea. Yuta wins, and everyone else retains the rest of the night. I mean, starting off with 2 new champions is a big, big deal. Yes, we're getting Regal on commentary. So yeah, we've got Yuta in the ring. We've got Garcia in the ring. I didn't realise we actually had judges on this as well. So an handshake offered from Wheeler Yuta, but Garcia sort of seems to go in the face. Double leg takedown from Garcia. Regal's just said if it goes down to a judge's decision, he won't be happy with Wheeler Yuta. I wouldn't want Regal to be unhappy at me. I just want to go for a drink with him. Yuta takes a big slap from Garcia and then returns it himself and picks Garcia up and gives him a big sort of reverse slam. Front face lock from Yuta, transitions, try and go to the back. Full straight jacket hold from Yuta on Garcia. So Garcia's fighting out. And Yuta reverses it straight back into the straight jacket. Foot right into the center of the back. Garcia fighting out again. And reverses it into Wheeler Yuta having a straight jacket applied on himself. So both. Oh, very nice reversal from Wheeler Yuta. Straight jacket back on Garcia. Knee to the back of the head and neck area. GAHY. Yuta with a sort of Garcia with a big headbutt. Yuta was knee lock. And then into a front face lock, sort of almost a guillotine type. Pulls him up. Wheeler Yuta saying to ask Garcia. So picks Yuta up, tosses him to the outside, creates a bit of separation, breaks a hold as well. Very nicely done by Garcia. 3 minutes 16 into the match. I think it's a 20-minute time limit. Garcia with a boot to the side of Yuta's head. And then gets tossed straight into the barricade. Garcia again throwing Yuta into the ring apron. Not the ring apron. Ringside barricade. Wrong side of the ring. Sorry. And then now tossed back into the ring. Goes for a cover, gets a 1 count. Yuta kicks out, and again, another 1. And then gets a 2 count. Garcia complaining to the ref that he should be counting faster. So Garcia looks like he's going for a power bomb, something similar. Jackknife power, jackknife cover. Garcia in the corner, Charles chasing down. Yuta gets a slam and then very nicely elevated senton. Oh, big chop from Wheeler. Rang right through. Yuta with an armbar type. Sorry. So Yuta going into single leg Boston Crab. Grapevine. And transitions. Goes into like a surfboard. Got the hand right around the chin. Although Garcia gets out, transition straight into a pinfall. Yuta's got a German and holds on to it. Second German. Again, keeps hold of the waist. Garcia's trying to sort of fight out. Manages to transition into the back himself. Standing switch. Yuta with double wrist lock. Garcia looks like he's biting Yuta. Biting the ear. A la Mike Tyson. So Garcia goes for a cover. Garcia's really rubbing the wrist right across the ear of Garcia. Really irritating maneuver. Very nicely done. Thank you, Michael. It's the heat. It draws out the sneezes in me. Big chops again. And then Garcia with a big uppercut to Yuta, dropping him down. Garcia picks up Yuta and throws him into the turnbuckle and inverts him. So Garcia dragging the ear that he's just been biting. Throws him into another turnbuckle. So Garcia is really sort of open strikes to the ear, which are not the nicest thing in the planet. Yuta being put onto the top turnbuckle and then a little bit of an ankle lock type. Yuta's looking furious. And then a big elbow. And then a big missile shotgun dropkick. Crowd with a good round of applause. Inverted atomic drop from Yuta into GAHY. And then a big splash from Yuta in the corner up to the top rope. And then a big forearm and a kip up from Yuta. We are banging 10 minutes into the match. Oh, that's an unusual sort of inside cradle type maneuver. Yuta with a big forearm And then I think it was a double clothesline, both taking each other out. Crowd applauding again, showing a good deal of respect to both performers. If Yuta loses, you'd be pretty mad. Yeah. I mean, in terms of the match itself, it's been a good back and forth. And I could see either one winning and no one sort of looking bad in the outcome. I do think Yuta will retain, though. Yuta with a slap to Garcia. And then a return by Garcia. And back and forth now. Massive amounts of back and forth slaps. Crowd are going up on their feet and applauding. Yuta saying he's got a knockout, so the referee is counting. We're up to 6, 7, 8, 9, and he got up. German suplex bridge, 1, 2, and kick out from Garcia. Garcia taking some elbows from Yuta now. And Yuta rolls through. Garcia rolls through even more and reversed it. So Garcia now with elbows to the side of the neck of Yuta. Got a rear chin lock. Yuta rolls through, which means that Garcia has to release the hold. Sad slam from Garcia. Yuta with a nice big elevating slam. 1, 2. Toe count. Transition into the crossface. Bang in the center of the ring. Garcia doesn't look like he's got anywhere to go. Rolls through. Garcia with a sharpshooter. Sat right down. Reached back too far. Yuta manages to get a chin lock and bulldog style choke like Mox. And again, another transition. Grapevines of legs. Regal stretch in front of Regal. Garcia manages to sort of move. Oh my god, this is wrestling chant. Boston Crab, Walls of Jericho, if you like, on Garcia. First rope break from Garcia, so he's lost one of his rope breaks. We're 14.5 minutes in, so 5.5 minutes left before we go to the judge's decision, I think. So going a couple of pinning combinations. Oh, pile driver from Garcia. 1, 2. Oh, kick out from Yuta. Very, very close pinfall. Going a Yuta chant. Garcia, I think, just add some gum to the face. Yuta chops the arm, pin, 1, 2, 3. That was a brilliant, brilliant pinning combination. 16 minutes, pretty much bang on. Regal saying he's proud of Yuta. Didn't go to the ropes once. Am I excited for SummerSlam? Not as much as I probably should be. There's not been the best build for it. Yuta's offering his hand again. Garcia flipping the bed. So Garcia showing some disrespect to Yuta. And he's flipping the bed at the Ring of Honor logo. What about yourself, Michael? Are you excited for SummerSlam? What matches are you looking forward to on it? Yeah, not as excited either. Yeah, I know what you mean. I think that the matches could have been built a little bit better, but I don't think there was enough time for Money in the Bank up until SummerSlam. But because they've got the Clash at the Castle UK show in just over a month's time, I do think that they're keeping something back for that. I mean, I know we was meant to be having the Roman Reigns and Randy Orton match, but with injury, they have had to change that one, which can't be helped. We know that they can't be helped. And taking someone like Randy Orton out, putting a big name in there, there's not many places that you can go to pick a big name. So getting Brock Lesnar, it's one of the biggest names that you can get on the card. So why have we paused? Let's have a look. Let's load her up again. That one. Come on. So my stream seems to have got to get there. We go. So we're going Dragon Lee come out to the ring now. So is Luchador that's trained and travelled all over the world. So yeah, I'm excited for Pat McAfee's match. I don't think Corbin will win. They don't want to bring someone like Pat McAfee into a show and give him a couple of losses, if I remember rightly, when he was back down in NXT, and then more losses on the main roster. So we are going the handshake and a hug. Some good respect shown between performers. Very rare we see a collar and elbow tie-up. So, again, another collar and elbow tie-up. Big shot from Rush. Standing switch. A lot of waist lock transitions. Leg sweep. And again, looking for the armbar with Rush. Stacks him up straight out. So, headlock from Dragon Lee. And then tries to bounce him off the ropes to release it, does Rush. Dragon Lee just keeps that grip on. And I'm just getting off this turn. Shoulder to shoulder. Again, both going for shoulder tackles. And then a reverse kick. Roche with a big, big punch to the side of the head of his little brother. Oh, what a chop. That sounded like it's done quite a bit. Sandra's gone. She's gone back. Irish whip into the corner. Dragon Lee sweeps the leg. And then over the top rope and a boot to the face. Forearms to the jaw. Misdirection from Rouge. Shotgun drop kick. And what a sort of plancher over the top rope. So Dragon Lee thrown into the barricades on 3 different sides now. And all 4 sides. So the 10 count is getting close. Rush. So Rush stood over his brother, stalking him. Kicks to the face. In the corner and just stomping on him again. Oh, power slam. Pin 1, 2 count. That was a very nice power slam. Lazy, lazy cover. Very disrespectful cover from Rush. Again, disrespectful kicks from Rush to his brother. Had to get Mox Beer. So Sandra. And another over the top rope, so it's Cedar from Dragon Lee this time. Brother versus brother is always interesting. The dynamic and the story that you can tell is brilliant. So Dragon Lee off the top rope. So is Cedar under the top rope, pretty much launched out himself into his brother, who is prone on the table. That was some elevation. That was ridiculous. Dragon Lee throwing Rush into the ring. Dragon Lee climbing to the top rope. Double stomp. 1, 2. Kick out. Very close. We're getting a "This is awesome" chant. Fireman's carry into Sukadora, neck breaker, and then just a kick straight to the chest of his brother. Sits straight back up and says, "Do it again, do it again." Rush going to his feet, taking these kicks and no selling him. Dragon Lee gets an hand to the throat. Oh, he's taking off his protection, his elbow pad. And then forearm and elbows between each other. Back and forth, back and forth. Big chop. Dragon Lee saying, "Bring it." And chops back and forth now. Pump kick. Discus forearm. Ripcord German suplex. And reversed. So Dragon Lee takes one this time. This is a brilliant back and forth. This is really good energy back and forth. Complete 50-50 between both performers. Really nice to see. Referee onto a 5 count. And 6. Both up, opposite corners. Dragon Lee charges into Rush. Gets thrown to the outside. Rush stood on second rope, front face lock. Suplex to Dragon Lee. 1, 2, and a kick out. Big kicks from Rouge now. Stood on the ring apron. And chops from Dragon Lee. And again. And open hand exchanging chops. And still back and forth. Their chests are going to be stinging. Super kick from Rush. jumping knee from Dragon Lee. Over the head suplex from the ring apron to the outside mats on the floor. I see what you mean. I am liking Rush. He's very, very good in every aspect that I've seen so far. What would I compare him to? Physically, Dragon Lee with the Hurricane Rana, Frankenstein from the ring apron to the mats. If I had to put to someone, it's sort of like Usos mixed with a bit of Lucha Libre. A lot of the moves are very precise, impactful, and there's no real wasted motion, which is very Usos at the minute. It's very, very well done. But then I think there's also a bit of Kenny Omega in there. Kenny Omega has such an arsenal of maneuvers, attacks, and every sort of transition you can think of. And that's what it reminds me of. Yeah, Mustafa Ali. Very, very similar as well. 18 on the count, 19. And both just making him before the ref counts that 20. So both sat in the center of the ring. Both again going chop for chop. Rush getting the upper hand on the chops. Exploder suplex from Rush to Dragon Lee. Right into the corner. Basement drop kick. That is ridiculous. 1, 2. Toe count. Toe count for Rush. Dragon Lee still in the match. Yeah, I can agree with that completely, Sandra. Very, very similar style for both of them. So it's a live stream, Eddie, of me doing my commentary on there. If we show the actual show, we will get taken down. We will get strikes against the YouTube channel, which what we don't want. If you go to Google and you want to watch wrestling, you should be able to find somewhere that shows it if you don't want to do something like that. But yeah, we don't show the live stream itself because it is copyright infringement. That's why I've got it on earphones, so there's no sound coming through. They can't do copyright disclaimer against the audio. But yeah, if you want to watch wrestling on Google, you'll probably be able to find somewhere. I think Dragon Lee, Incinerator knee, goes for a pin. 1, 2, kick out from Rush. Rush looks pretty much out on his feet. So pin 1. Super kick to Dragon Lee, and then a flying forearm. Another basement drop kick right into the corner. 1, 2, 3. Dirty tactics from Rush there. And I can see it's you, Michael. Got your name on there for me. Makes it easy to remember who's who. Rush with that pinfall. Dirty tactics. So looking at it, we're going the Women's Ring of Honor World Championship next. Serena Deeb versus Mercedes Martinez. So I think this is going to be a very physical match. Mercedes Martinez is just a phenomenal performer in the ring. Very physical, very dominant. But Serena Deeb, over the past, I'd say probably the past year, is on the run of her life. Absolutely phenomenal performer. So getting first, Serena Deeb. People on Twitter are saying the Rush Dragon Lee match of the night. Yeah, I can agree with that. That was a phenomenal match. Really good back and forth, really good storytelling. So Serena Deeb coming down to the ring. We're getting Mercedes Martinez, the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion, coming out to the ring now. And again, another beautiful title. So at the minute, we've got 6 people in. Thank you very much for joining me. My name's Dan. If you haven't already, give the video a like, give the channel a subscribe, and share it out if you don't mind. Send it to your friends, send it to family, and any little person that you know that might like wrestling that may be able to sort of join us. That would be fantastic. If you don't want to, I mean, it's a very small channel, so any little sort of contribution does help. So on YouTube, we have got the super chat now available. If you want to send a message, I can read that out. If you want to send a little cartoon picture, you can do. Anything like that will always help the channel out. It just goes back into producing and paying for the stuff that we use to bring the live streams to yourself. If you do really want to, you can always buy a Gimme a Hully shirt or a mouse mat or a mug. They are available on our merch site, which is redbubble.com. The link should be in the description below. If you don't want to click on that, find out. Grab a Gimme a Hully shirt. So we've got both performers in the ring. And we're going Let's Go Deeb chant. So we've got Martinez with the reverse chin lock. Deeb reversing into a hammerlock. Hammerlock with a reverse chin lock at the same time. Deeb transitions into the back. Martinez reverses, gets a hammerlock herself. Very nice transitions. Socks profile picture again, Michael. Is that you at a pumpkin patch? That's Cole. Alex Cole. That looks awesome, dude. So Martinez has got the ankle lock. So there's a bit of transition there. Stomp from Martinez on the fingers of Serena Deeb. Martinez with a headlock. Shoulder tackle from Martinez. And Deeb grabs the ankle. Drop to a hold. Rolls through. Goes for the trap. Arm drag from Deeb. Solid armbar. And Serena Deeb. Martinez struggling. Knee to the head at the same time. Serena Deeb, very technical move. Keeping that knee right in an awkward place. Martinez rolls out, but stays in the armbar. On her feet. Palm strikes to Serena Deeb's stomach. Martinez was looking like going for a German. Blocks the roll. Spine buster from Martinez. And a big, big boo in the corner from Mercedes Martinez. And then a basement drop kick. Deeb on the outside. Trying to get some separation. Stay away from Mercedes. Mercedes chases up. And then a big open palm strike to the jaw of Serena Deeb. Serena Deeb follows it back with a chop. Martinez. Oh, big chop to Deeb. Deeb put on the apron. Elbows to the right, to the back of the neck. And span of Serena Deeb from Martinez. Deeb picked up. Looks like she was going for a kind of slam. Deeb elbows out of it. Create some space. Spear right on the apron from Serena Deeb. Martinez takes the impact right on the hardest part of the ring apron. Hello, Jamie. How are you doing? Do I see any surprise returns happening tonight? No idea. I don't normally watch Ring of Honor, so it is my first experience. So I'm just learning the names at the minute. I don't know storylines. I don't know who's big in the roster. But Michael has put Danielson or Johnny Wrestling, Gargano maybe. Or is, yeah, Johnny Wrestling. Serena Deeb is an absolute beast. Yeah, I knew what you meant, don't worry, Eddie. Did you manage to find anything on Google? I think it does I think you did by the sound of it. But yeah, Danielson, Johnny Wrestling, I think both of them could be brilliant. if they came back. Serena Deeb with a 2 count. No, look, if you go onto Google and if you search what you want to do, which is watch wrestling, you should be able to find a link to in there, dude. So Deeb with some forearms to Mercedes. Almost went for another one. And then Mercedes goes for a backslide. Serena Deeb rolls through. Oh, hammer fists right to the span. Half and half suplex from Mercedes Martinez. Serena Deeb laid out. Champion with some forearms to the back. Mercedes pouring Serena Deeb on the top turnbuckle. I know that match is good. That is main eventing. I wasn't sure if it would, but 2 out of 3 falls. I think that it can't not main event, especially with 2 teams of that caliber. Mercedes Martinez with the like a dragon sleeper on the top rope. Martinez trying to go for a suplex off the top. I mean, if you wanted to put a link in, Sandra, I can't really do it because I'm not allowed, but it might be able to help Eddie out. Martinez trying to release the ankle off the top turnbuckle because it seems to be caught. Deeb with some kicks to the back. So show's been going about pretty much bang on an hour and a half. And it's been absolutely solid so far. In my first Ring of Honor show, I've enjoyed every match so far. It's been quite a shock because the Ring of Honor World title opened the show, and we got a new champion, Claudio Castagnoli, defeating Jonathan Gresham, sorry. The second match, we had the trios titles, the 6-man tag titles. Again, they changed hands, which was, I think, a big shock as well. We've just had Yuta and Daniel Garcia for the Pure Championship. Yuta has retained that one. And then we just had Brother versus Brother, Rouge versus Dragon Lee, and Rouge used dirty tactics to get the win. At the minute, everyone is saying that has been match of the night. So Serena Deeb is stretching out Mercedes Martinez and got the hands locked. Open the Briscoes and Samoa Joe and Jamie. Yeah, I think that's a good call on both. So if you got something, found it, download, there you go. So a couple of pinfall attempts rolling through and another toe count. Mercedes trying to get the cross-arm breaker. Dave's got her fingers clasped. Mercedes trying to fight, breaking that grip. Chopping the leg. That's a very, very unusual submission. Grapevine legs and like a sort of guillotine style choke. Mercedes with some forearms. And kicks from Mercedes with them long legs. Deeb kicking back. Pretty much going kick for kick. And then one big one, and both women drop out. You found it on Much Wrestling. All right, not a problem, dude. Thank you very much for joining me. You have a good rest of your weekend, and I may come and do Raw for a little bit with Dom on Monday, Rey Mysterio's 20th anniversary. So, might be another 48 hours before you see me again. You might not want to see me again, but you might do. I don't know. I'll probably be here for a little bit anyway. So, we've got Serena Deeb locking the arms. Mercedes drops down, creates the, makes it a lot harder. Sunset flip, rolls through. Mercedes, massive knee to Serena Deeb's face. Both women look very tired and worn. Mercedes went for a splash. Nobody unfurled that. Serena Deeb on the ring apron. Serena Deeb climbing up to the top turnbuckle. Mercedes catches her with a big bow. Stops the rest of the climb. Serena Deeb back on the top corner turnbuckle. Oh, German suplex, but that was very nasty. That was a ridiculous landing. Yeah, I agree, Hassan. Wow. Looks like she landed straight on her head first, and then everything else. Mercedes standing over Serena, stalking her. Mercedes Martinez pulling up, forearms to the chest, and then pulling the thumb across the throat. Execution of forearm, maybe? No. Serena Deeb that time, she just falls flat on her face. So, deciding to change the plan of action. So, Van's legs. Going for the surfboard stretch. Serena Deeb fighting it, biting the elbow of Mercedes. Referee trying to get her off. That gets her off. Mercedes doesn't look too happy about that. Forearms from Mercedes Martinez. Big chop. Champion back to her feet. Gets her up in a fireman's carry. Counter from Serena. And again, another match really impressing me. Seen them both perform elsewhere, but working together is really nice. Tornado DDT from Serena Deeb, holding on the arm. Grapevines the arm, traps the arm, hammerlock. And then single arm Boston Crab with the arm locked. That extension and the torque on the elbow and knee. Mercedes counters into a pin combination, 1-2, and a kick out from Serena, has to release the hold. Single leg takedown from Serena Deeb, ankle pick. Serena trying to pull Mercedes to the center of the ring. Slamming the knee into the canvas. So we're going a bit of an ankle lock type. We're going a Deeb chant now as well. Mercedes managed to hop onto one foot, roll through, send Serena Deeb into the corner turnbuckle. So Mercedes Martinez has got Serena Deeb up on the shoulders. Serena trying to fight through it. Oh, big kick from Mercedes Martinez, sorry. Into a raised edge position. Big slam. Pin. 1, 2. Kick out from Serena Deeb. Still in the match. Martinez looks shocked by that. Who do we think's winning this one then? Is Serena Deeb actually going to win? Or is Mercedes Martinez going to retain? Mercedes, again, Van's legs. Trying to crank. Bang in the centre of the ring. Front face lock. Serena Deeb. Is she going to tap? Is she going to tap? Is she going to tap? Yep, she's tapping. Sorry. I said that so close to the end of the match. But Martinez retains. Still selling the knee a little bit, which is nice to see. Storytelling there. Again, another phenomenal match. Just showing that the women can do exactly what the men are doing, which is put on an absolute banger of a match. Both women looking at each other. And giving each other an embrace, which is very, very nice to see. Great sign of respect from both parties. So we're going a video package regarding the Ring of Honor TV title. Samoa Joe versus Jay Lethal. Samoa Joe is still one of my favourite performers that I think should have been a multiple-time world champion in WWE. He is one of the people I could legitimately see have been built up to beat someone like Roman Reigns or a Brock Lesnar. But with him being released, I don't think that's going to happen now. He's just a complete assassin in a way. He's a physical human being. He's scary. And I mean, Jay Lethal is a talker. He's brilliant. He can talk and talk and talk, and you believe everything he says. So 17 years in the making since these two first sort of met. Oh, we're going Jay Lethal. Castagnoli. So we're going Sanjay Dutt and Satnam Singh. He's sending them to the back, saying he doesn't need him. Great sign of confidence there. That's a great entrance theme as well from Jay Lethal. Yep. Cesaro, never world champion in WWE, comes to Ring of Honor, comes to AEW, as his real name, Claudio Castagnoli. And there's Joe. Joe. They're not waiting to go into the ring. They're going in the entrance ramp area. Some Joe trash talking while headbutting. Great to see. Massive chop from Joe. Retains from Jay Lethal, and then Joe sends another one Lethal's way and drops him to the floor. Lethal into the guardrails. Kick to stomach of Joe. And then sort of pushed back first into the ring apron itself. Forearm from Lethal. And Samoa Joe just pretends with one of his own, dropping Jay Lethal straight away. Who do we think's winning this one then? Is it going to be 17 years in the making, Joe retains? Or is it going to be Lethal becoming the Ring of Honor TV champion once again? So Lethal's picking up that title. Oh no, he's not. You're not going to think about using it. The bell hasn't rung, so technically it is still available. So Lethal decides not to use the title. Samoa Joe fights back and with a massive chop again. And finally, Lethal's in the ring. Is Joe going to follow him? Joe tries to go into the ring. Lethal with the drop kick. Tope Suicida. Takes Joe down. Lethal going again. Second one. Lethal, is he going to go for number 3? Yeah, it looks like he's going for number 3. Lethal talking some trash to Joe now. Oh, big chop from Jay Lethal. We're going a Lethal sucks chat. Yeah. Lethal can be lethal. Lethal coming in for something, but Joe fights back. Big boot and a big kick. Lethal sat on a chair in the corner. Running boot to the side of Jay Lethal's head. Now we're going to Joe chant. Joe. Joe's clearing off the announcer's desk. Satnam Singh from the crowd. Text out Joe. Easily picks up Samoa Joe. Does Satnam Singh. Lethal with a chair. Puts the chair on the arm of Joe. Slams it into the ring post. That could break an arm. Could crack a finger. Dislocate a finger. Dislocate your wrist. So Lethal will Samoa Joe into the ring finally. Lethal dusting his hands off, saying the job's done. Finally, they're both in the ring. Referee's throwing Satnam Singh to the back. Match hasn't even started yet, so Jay Lethal. Well, finally the bell's going. Double axe handle from Lethal. Kicks. Repeated kicks from Joe to Joe. And grapevine on the top rope. Lethal's working over Joe's left arm. Lethal's getting a bit of a booing from the crowd. Joe just fights back with a massive chop, rocks Jay Lethal. And then kicks in the corner to Lethal, dropping him down. Going for an Irish whip is Joe. Does that chase up. Big back elbow. And then a falling enziguri kick. Goes for a pinfall. And in the face. 1, 2. Referee spots the foot on the rope. Good match again so far. Really good story. So Lethal has the arm and drops from the ring apron. Massive, massive missile drop kick off the top rope from Lethal to Joe. Goes for a pinfall, gets a 2 count. Rolls through, goes for a pinfall, trapping the shoulder. And gets a 1 count that time. So we're going a back and forth chant for Lethal at the minute. Big chop from Lethal. Forearms as well. Joe with an elbow right to the top of Lethal's head. Fight back with chops. Lethal tries to give a chop back. Joe just fights back. Big forearms. Lethal gets staggered. Lethal with drop kick, dropping Joe. Lethal with a stomp to Joe's fingers. Uppercut to Joe. Joe just open palm slaps him. Going a Joe chant now. Lethal with an enziguri. Lethal Now with some forearms, uppercuts, and a chop. And then Joe with just a big back elbow. Lethal rolls to the outside. Joe off the ropes. Joe with a tope suicida. Right to Lethal, pushing Lethal into the ring barricades. Lethal rolls back into the ring. Joe follows him in. Goes for a pinfall. 1, 2. Lethal kicks out at 2. Joe's just sort of weighing up his options. Let's go, Joe chants. Let's go, Joe. Let's go, Joe. Forearms back and forth. Lethal seems to be getting the upper hand on him. Joe swings round, rolls through. 1, 2. Kick out from Lethal. Massive clothesline from Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe chasing him down, goes for another pin. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Kick out from Lethal. Commentary has been excellent. Yeah, I've been enjoying the commentary myself. Really good action calling from the commentary team. Oh, we're doing Jeremy. Stuck with me, just me, I'm afraid. How are you doing? You had a good weekend so far? Lethal working off the shoulder. Power slam, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Cradle, kick out. Samoa Joe back to his feet finally. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Thoughts go out to you and your family, and from everyone here. I know it's on your meat, but I know Dom and Ant will share my sentiment for you. My thoughts are with you as well, dude. Lethal gets a 2 count. Lethal trying to pull Joe to the centre of the ring. He's going for a figure 4. Oh, Joe kicks right to the face. Lethal just stomping on the knees now. Probably trying to wear him down for that figure 4 again. Stepping over, goes for the figure 4 again. Joe kicks him off again. Joe gets up into the corner. Lethal follows him up with an elbow. Perches Samoa Joe on the top turnbuckle. Is Lethal going for a muscle buster? No. Joe sees that and just kicks out of that. Lethal with a drop kick. Lethal climbs up on the top rope. Joe seems to be fighting to try and get the muscle buster himself. Oh, leg lariat off the top rope. 1, 2. Kick out from Lethal. That was a very nice transition. So we're going a lethal back and forth chant. Let's go lethal, lethal sucks. Now we're going a Joe chant. Joe with a chop to lethal. Joe looks like he's trying to put lethal on the corner turnbuckle, ready for the muscle buster. Joe's got him up. Counted by lethal. Handspring, stunner. 1, 2. Kick out from Joe. Lethal looks furious. Brilliant, brilliant. Sort of counter from the muscle buster into the lethal injection. Lead with the drop kick, pushing Joe into the corner. Lethal. Yoinagi from Samoa Joe. Joe looks pumped up. Joe's put lethal on the corner. Was going for the muscle buster. Lethal's got the belt. Clocks Samoa Joe with it. Referee's been distracted. 1, 2. Joe still kicks out. Joe still kicks out. Match continues. Crowd going mad for Joe. Lethal looking for another lethal injection. Joe catches him with the Coquina clutch. Jawbreaker from Lethal. Dragon suplex attempt. Rolls through. 1, 2. Joe transitions into the Coquina clutch. He's got it in. Got the hooks in. Joe retains. Joe retains. Lethal taps out. Very, very good match again for me. It's going to be hard to do a review and pick match of the night. I mean, we've still got one more match left. I don't know how good that'll be, but 2 out of 3 falls, it can't be bad, I don't think. Joe parading the title. So, Fight for the Fallen on Wednesday. We're getting Rouge versus the interim champion Moxley. Thunder Rosa versus Miya Yamashima. FTW champion Ricky Starks versus Danhausen. That should be good fun. Handicap match, Tony Nese and Mark Sterling versus Swerve Strickland. But Keith Lee banged from ringside. Danielson's coming back against Garcia. Garcia will probably want some revenge after being beaten by Willie Yuta tonight. And then on Rampage, Ethan Page versus Leon Ruffin. Matt Seidel versus Lee Moriarty. Teacher versus student. Here we go, main event time. 2 out of 3 falls for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships. FTR champions versus the Briscoes. So, who's going to win this main event match? Who do we think? So we're going the Briscoes coming out first. Sandra's going for FTR. Who else thinks FTR? Anyone think Briscoes? And FTR, here we go. Love their entrance theme at the minute. It's just so retro. And they're bringing all of the belts out. Ring of Honor, AAA, and is that the Impact? World Tag Team titles. IWGP, sorry, not Impact. FTR playing the crowd. So 2 out of 3 falls, 60-minute time limit. Main event time. I don't know why that seemed to have moved. There we go. So Jay Briscoe, Mark Briscoe, 12-time Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. Will this be number 13? Fighting out of North Carolina. IWGP AAA Tag Team Champions. And the defending Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler, FTR. Main event match time. Hello, Danny. How you doing, dude? You'll give me 4 thumbs up, so I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there we go. There it is for you. How are you doing? How's your weekend been so far? Anything exciting happening to you? So we're going a 50-50 chant. Let's go Briscoes and then an FTR. Board. That's not good. We got the wrestling on. I mean, this should be a banger of a match, so this shouldn't make you bored in the slightest. Bella's run. I was going to start off. They're both facing off. And we're getting an ROH chant. Cash and Dax sharing a hug. So we're starting off with Mac Briscoe and Dax Harwood. Let's go. 2 out of 3 falls. Collar and elbow tie up. Starting off. Both trying to sort of gain the upper hand, gain some leverage. No one seems to get an advantage. And another collar and elbow tie up. Mac Briscoe gets a headlock now, though. Off the ropes. Mark with a shoulder tackle, drops Dax Harwood. Crowd seem quite hot at the minute. Going a big FTR chant now. Where slot go behind from Dax. Bit of separation created now. And a face off. Single leg takedown from Mac Briscoe, and then side headlock. Side headlock from Mark. Elbows from Dax. And shoulder tackle dropping Mark. So Ring of Honor doesn't come on TV at the minute. They don't have a TV deal. And there's hopefully some TV deal in the works, but we've got nothing confirmed yet. They signed a new contract, which makes sense if they want to win, if they want to put the titles on them. They've got a solid team there, big name, previous champions. Tag in from Cash Wheeler. I don't think we'll be seeing either of them on Monday Night Raw. Bray Wyatt's not signed with WWE anymore, and Randy Orton, I think, is out injured and is meant to be out for a while. So I don't think we'll see either of them. I'm afraid, Jamie. So front face lock from Cash. So up and over from Mark Briscoe, Japanese arm drag, and a big, big chop from Mark Briscoe to Cash. Dax coming back in. Jay now in the ring. First time we've seen him in the match. Collar and elbow tie up, headlock from Dax. Bit too high on the headlock. Jay gets a little pin. Dax Howard keeps grip on that headlock. Bounced off the ropes, but drops down. Jay pushes to the ropes, reverses. And then a big shoulder tackle. And a second one to Dax. Hurricane Rana from Jay. Side headlock takedown from Dax. Head scissors. And then reversing maneuvers. Same thing. Collar elbow tie up. Jay Briscoe with a big, big angled side suplex. Only got the 2 count. I'm just going to plug my charger cable in. There we go. We're charging. We're not going to lose me. Doctors at ringside, just checking on Dax. What's the battery? 40%, that's fine. So we're getting Dax come back into the ring. Jay's waiting for him. Tags out to Cash. Head to head, nose to nose. Disrespectful shove from Jay. Pie face back to Jay. Big chop from Jay. Cash retains it. And back and forth chops now. And going, and again, and again. Side headlock. But then a big shoulder right to the stomach gut of Jay. Side suplex. High angle. Back suplex. Dax very smart in taking Mark off the ring apron. Briscoes sort of shaking Doctor off, saying we don't need you. So we've got Mark Briscoe tagged back in, going against Cash Wheeler. Another collar and elbow tie-up. Mark Briscoe in the corner, forearm to Cash, and then a chop followed up. Open hand chops, back and forth. And then Jay tagged in, European uppercut. Cash Wheeler, shoulder tackles in the corner, tags out to Dax. Irish whip, drop toe hold, and then elbow from Dax. Again, shows why they have such a good tag team. Snap suplex from Dax, and a slam leg drop. Is slowly coming up. Cash Wheeler tagged back in. Again, high angle side suplex. Pin, forearm in the face, gets a toe count, does Cash Wheeler. Irish whip into the corner. Cash follows it up, but takes a boot to the face. Mark's now tagged back in, Mark Briscoe. Irish whip reversal from Cash. Goes for a clothesline. Blind tag to Jay. Big chop to Cash Wheeler. And double shoulder tackle from the Briscoes to Cash Wheeler. So referee seems a bit distracted. Allows Jay to get big European uppercut. And another one. Jay with a boot to the side of the neck of Cash Wheeler. Tag again, so in comes Jay Briscoe. Again, ridiculous chop to Cash Wheeler. Boots to the midsection. Vertical suplex. Nice, clean. Pinfall, 1 count. That was it. Big chop again. Another quick tag from the Briscoes. In come Merck. Wheeler taking some punishment. Trashing some trash talk to Dax on the outside. Big stomp to Cash Wheeler. So I've got like a chin crank. Dax trying to sort of get the crowd motivated, give Cash some help. Forearms trying to create some separation. Creates separation, but gets bounced off the ropes into another forearm. Lateral press, one count on there. Another tag. In comes Jay. Boot to the midsection. So again, another big chop. Forearm. Another forearm elbow. Wheeler got the fireman's carry, but counts out of it. And then big slam from Cash Wheeler onto Jay Briscoe. Can Cash get to the corner, get the tag? He needs it. Looks like he's going to the wrong corner. Oh no, he's rolled over. Manages to get the tag to Dax. Big jabs. Right hand to Jay. Right hand chops. Big German suplex. So Mark Briscoe keeps the hold. Second one. Chop to the back. That's unusual. Breaks up them suplexes. Dax goes for an inside cradle. Goes for a 1, 2. Small package gets a 2 count. Victory roll. 1, 2. Sunset roll. 1, 2. Matt gets a sneak. 1, 2. Big, just straight right hand to Jay. Irish whip reversal by Jay. Mark follows up with a big boot. Splash from splash from Jay, sorry. Official tag. Cash on the ring apron. Massive clothesline on the apron. Unsuspecting from Briscoes. Jay's legal man. Super kick to Dax in the ring now. DDT from Dax. Pinfall. 1, 2. Oh, very close to count. Out on the butterflies. Looking for that J driller. Slingshot off the ring turnbuckle. Or is it the corner post? Dax with on the electric on the shoulders. Doomsday device. Is that going to be the first fall? Is that going to be the first fall? So, first fall. 1, 2, 3 count. Very clever from Matt Briscoe, stopping Cash going in. Jay points out on the replay, Jay points out that Cash is trying to go in the ring. So very intelligent tag team performing. So again, we're going another back and forth chant for both teams. Inside cradle from Dax. 1, 2. Chasing back down with a big clothesline. Jay kicks Dax to the outside. Referee distracted, allows Jay to get some chops in. Open hand chops. Like 6, 7 repeated unanswered chops. So Cash is itching to go into the match. Even more chops on the outside. Dax now rolled back in by Jay. Dax again. I don't know if rolling or falling to the outside. Dax thrown to the barricade. Dax's chest looks torn to shreds. Looks like a lot of blood on there. Jay and Cash now fighting on the outside. Mark rolls into the ring. Dax in there ready for him. More chops to a bleeding chest of Dax Howard. And another one. So we're a third of the way through the match. 20 minutes elapsed. Yeah. I wouldn't want to wake up in the morning after them chops from either of them. Looks like mincemeat. Got Jay in the ring now. Snapmare chinlock. Dax looks like he's fading slowly. Sticking right to the neck, wrenching away. Dax trying to get back to his feet slowly. Back to his feet finally. Cash dying to get the tag now. Side slowplex from Dax. Creates a little bit of separation. So Jay looking for the tag himself. Is Cash going to get his tag? No, Matt comes in. Big boot to Cash actually on the ring apron. Takes him off. Dax with a German. Gets a second German. And third one gets put on the top turnbuckle. Open hand palm strikes to the back of the spine. And then another one to Jay Briscoe, taking him off the apron. Dax went for a tag. Cash Wheeler's taken off the ring apron, so Dax has to man it up on his own. Dax with a big sad suplex off the top turnbuckle. Cash now climbs back on the ring apron. Dax looks out of it though. So come on, are we going to go a tag? Let's get tag. Oh, great timing from Jay. Pulled Cash off right at that second. Right, Briscoe. Another chop to that mincemeat chest of Dax Howard. Dax placed on the top turnbuckle. Tag into Jay. I'm going to see the redneck boogie. Pin 1, 2. 2 count. So close to the 3 count. God knows how Dax managed to kick out. Matt going to the outside, not the legal man. Jay's now got rear naked chin lock on Dax Howard. So really sort of wearing down Dax Howard again. Chest still bleeding away from all them chops. Dax with shots to the midsection, trying to create some separation, get out of chin lock. Another chop from Jay. And again, open hand strikes. Oh. Them chops are ridiculous. Jay seems to get the upper hand on them chops. Tag to Cash finally. Very fresh wheeler now. Uppercut. Belly to belly suplex on to Mark Briscoe. Chops. Back and forwards. Uppercut. Forearm. Close line from Cash. Front face lock. Brainbuster suplex. Pinfall 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Oof. Open palm strikes from Jay again. Right to Cash. Briscoe looking for the right neck boogie. Dax has got Mark and grabbed him on the outside. Got a special. 1, 2. Oh, I thought that was going to be a 3. Just a 2 count. So Dax been thrown into the crowd now. So Dax and I think it was Mark, forearms to forearms. So we've got Cash and Mark. Big chops for Mark. No, it's not Mark. Jay. Sorry. Headbutt. Big cross body splash. 1, 2. Cash gets another 2 count. Jay with the ring bell. Absolutely clocking Cash Wheeler. 1, 2. Still only a 2 count. Still only a 2 count. No way should be kicking out of that. Cash now busted open. Jay up in the fireman's carry. Spicoli driver. The fog splash. Oh no. Macho Man style elbow. Got all of it. 1, 2. And Dax manages to break up the pinfall. Forgot about Dax. I would sort of. Oh, Howard lowering, I think it was Jay in for a flapjack on the steel steps on the outside, using his own momentum against him. So in the ring, we've got Cash. FTI got a blind tag. So big rig. Is that going to be an equaliser? 1, 2, 3. 1-1. 1-1. Final fall. Sudden death. So we're 30 minutes into the match now. So Jay's now busted open. Oh no, no, sorry. Cash busted open. So we're going headbutt to headbutt. Cash and Mark, forearms. Cash shouting, hit me, hit me. Briscoe does. Open hand, chops. Irish whip counter. Mark Briscoe, Unagi, slam, up and over. Tags out to Dax. Unagi slam. I agree, Sandra. This has been a banger, which we knew it would be with these two guys. There's no way it wasn't going to be match of the night, I don't think. So Dax on the ring apron, looking for the Uranagi on the ring apron itself. Howard with the forearms. Chops from Mark. Again, more chops back and forth. Briscoe saying, come on. And that was a brutal chop. And then an uppercut chop. And then neck breaker off the ring apron from Mark. Blockbuster to Dax. That just looks brutal. So Dax rolled back into the ring. Mark tagging out to Jay. Big Ring of Honor chance, ROH chance. Forearms to the side of the head of Dax. Looking for the J Driller. Dax fighting, being resilient. Dax swings out of it. Dax going for a pile driver. Slam pile driver. Pinfall. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Midsection shots to Dax. On the shoulder, Dax is on the shoulder of Jay. Cash pushes Jay off the top rope. Jay's trying to fight out of in the middle of Cash and Dax. Oh, referee's taken out. Dax just got a big forehand to the... Dax gave the referee a big forehand to the face. Everyone in the crowd everyone in the match looked stunned. No referee going for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Referee's out on the outside. Big chop to Dax. And then a boot to Wheeler on the outside. Jay's up on the shoulders of Jay. Cash manages to get Mark off the top rope. Jay's fighting with the forearms. Boats to Cash. Forearms to Dax. Big rig. Surprise big rig. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. Kick out at 2. Should have been 3. First time anyone's kicked out of the big rig. But there is a very deciding factor of the referee was on the outside to start with. But it'll still count as a kick out of the big rig. This is awesome chance. Referee still trying to find his way back to his feet. Crowd loving the match. So Jay on the top, Cash climbing the opposite turnbuckle. What's Dax looking for? Mark sees it, pushes Cash off the top rope. Jay sneaks through. Again. On the shoulders. Doomsday device again. Is that going to be it? Is that 1, 2? Breaks it up by Cash before that 3 count. Match continues. All 4 men absolutely spent. Second Doomsday device. Referee's pin count gets broken up by Cash. So Cash on his feet. Across the ring from Jay. So we're going straight right hand from Cash. Same thing from Jay. Jabs back and forth. Open palm strike and chop. Knee from Cash. Front face lock. That was a bit of an unusual sort of. They managed to sort of bounce off the ropes, went for a suplex, didn't really work, but gone to the outside, leaving Dax in the ring with Mike Briscoe. "20 minutes left in the match." So we're getting a slugfest now. Left and rights on both. Jay Briscoe seems to be getting the upper hand up. Dax off the ropes. 1, 2. Reversal. 1, 2. Kick out. Into the clutch on Dax. Is he going to tap? Mike Briscoe with a clutch on his own on Cash. So teammates, they're not letting each other tap out. Dax gets to the rope. Break on the submission. Crowd with an FTR chant now. So they're looking for another Doomsday device. Looks like it. Cash jumps up. Back suplex off the top turnbuckle, throw a table on the outside. Cash wheel it. Car crash. Holy something chance. I'm not going to say it. Double leg takedown. Going for the J driller. Gets that. Center. 1, 2. So close. Only a 2 count. So we're going a 50-50 chant again. Let's go Briscoes FTR. Dax still in the ring. Looking again for the J driller. Wood manages to reverse it a little bit. Gets down the top turnbuckle. Open hand palm strikes across the chest. Fighting back. FTR comes off the top. Falls in back up. Is going to go for a pile driver. Pile driver from the second rope. We're going to go a pinfall. 1, 2, 3. FTR retain in an unbelievable match. What a match. First belt to the final belt, 3 falls in between. Absolutely brilliance. Absolutely phenomenal match from every single performer. Cash looks beaten up after going through that table. Absolutely blown away. Brilliant. Absolutely phenomenal. So I'm not staying too much longer because I've got work in 5.5 hours. Ugh. FTR going around, hugs, handshakes. They're going the mic. So what they're going to say. Dax has gone out, offered his hand. Cash saying, asking Mark and Jake to come into the ring. Cash saying, let the crowd give the Briscoes the appreciation they deserve. Everyone in the crowd on their feet, applauding, cheering. You're leaving now, Sandra. Not a problem. Thank you very much for joining me. Like I said, I might be on for a little bit of Raw. Maybe not all of it, but I'll probably on for some with Dom. But thank you very much for joining me. You have a good rest of your weekend. See you in a bit. Dax saying he loves professional wrestling. Dax saying how much he loves his family. And now tonight he's going to say how much he loves y'all. Dax using some very colourful language, but it's saying it saved his life. Top guys are out. So I think that will be it. Top guys, massive grins, holding all the belts again. So I'm going to clock off. Thank you very much, everyone that has joined me. My name's Dan. I normally cover Monday Night Raw, but Monday night we may have Dom. Well, I think we've got Dom on for the celebration of Rey Mysterio's. Oh, what we're getting? Blackpool Combat Club on the entrance ramp. Claudio Castagnoli, Wheelie Yuta, William Regal, showing a bit of respect to FTR. Champion challenge, maybe. That has been a great end to the show. So, yeah, I'll do my review. I think for my first ever Ring of Honor show, that was a good solid 8.5 out of 10. 9 out of 10, pretty much just about, yeah. My match of the night, you don't need to say that one. Briscoes, FTR, 100%. Performer of the night, I'd probably say out of the full match, Cash Wheeler. Cash Wheeler was on fire, selling as well as that table spot, which was ridiculous. The timing on some of his sort of intervening matches, intervening pinfalls. Yeah, absolutely phenomenal from start to finish. I'm so glad I actually ended up doing this. And I will say thank you very much for joining me. It's 4 o'clock in the morning UK time. I start work at 10 o'clock, but I've got to be leaving here at about 9:30 at the latest. So I've got about 5.5 hours to try and squeeze some good sleep in before a long day at work. And thank you very much for everyone that has joined me. If you are watching the video on replay, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Every single little thing does help us out, so thank you very much. And we have got other videos on the channel. Have a look at them. We are on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. If you want to find me, my Twitter is just here. So I will see you then. Maybe back for Monday Night Raw. Dom should be here. I may be back with him. 20 years of Rey Mysterio. And then we'll back Wednesday night. Fight for the Fallen, probably with Ant. Thank you very much. And good night.